Welcome back to I Did This Instead of Killing Myself, stand-up comedy podcast in Greenville, South Carolina. My name's David Bakker. It's the week of February 6th, 2023. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you saw did you see the weather balloon or the Chinese spy balloon? It passed over our heads and then, got shot down over Myrtle Beach. I don't know why they waited so long to shoot it down. I guess they didn't care about debris falling on Myrtle Beach because nobody cared. I don't know. Fun weekend in the upstate. Wow. Well, I hope you guys are having a good start to your morning. We have a very fun episode today. Two guests, Matt Richards and Bill Riner. This was like a fun idea. So, first of all, Matt is a good friend of mine. He's one of my best friends here in Greenville. That's a non-comic. He used to live in my building, and we met during 2020 in the COVID pandemic up at the pool. And he's been a good friend of mine. He's come out to Mike's and everything, and he wanted to do the show. He's not a comic yet. He's going to get on stage eventually when we shame him enough. And then Bill Riner, the other guest on the show, you guys know Bill. Bill's hilarious. But what we did today, instead of just a normal interview, we did the Lil Nitro World's Hottest Gummy Bear Challenge. So we kind of, this was Matt's idea. So basically, this is the hottest gummy bear in the world. It's been infused with our signature 9 million Scoville sauce. It's chili extract, which makes this 900 times hotter than a jalapeno pepper. So on this episode, we all three eat one of these, and it was brutal. I like spicy stuff, but this was like just next level. So it kind of feels like needles in your mouth when you do it, and it was very painful. So you get to see us be in pain. We eat the gummy bear about 20-something minutes in. Before that, we get to know Matt, a little bit about his background. He talks about Pokemon cards, his collection, which is worth over $4,000. Bill weighs in. We talk about when we all stop believing in Santa, the Tooth Fairy. We try to survive in a conversation after we start eating the gummy bear, and it is just, I don't know. It's pretty funny. I hope you guys enjoy that. And then we talk about a lot of other stuff too. Matt's a great dude. I appreciate him being a good sport doing the interview. Bill's always funny. I think you guys will enjoy this episode. Went for about an hour and a half. Hope you guys enjoy that. Before we get to the interview, though, here's what's going on this week in local comedy, the week of February 6th, 2023. All right. Tonight, Coffee Underground, No Expectations Comedy, Craig Holcomb, Travis Thubbin. That show starts at 7. Get there at 6:15 to sign up. On Tuesday, no Sharkies this week, but we do have the Art Bar in Columbia, hosted by Patrick Fowler. That's an 8:30 show. Also on Tuesday, we have The Odd, hosted by James Harrod in Asheville. That's a 9 o'clock show. On Wednesday, we have The Radio Room, hosted by Adam Schulte, 8:30 show. DM Adam for a spot. Also on Wednesday, we have Tom Emmons, Swamp Rabbit Comedy, open mic at the VFW Post 9273 in Piedmont. That's a 7 o'clock show. It's wrong. Just look at the poster. I haven't changed that yet. Dang it. Also, on Wednesday, we have the Disclaimer open mic in Asheville at 8 o'clock, hosted by Carrie Goff. On Thursday, we have Jokes Out Loud at the Comedy Zone. 8 o'clock show. Hosted by Brandon Rainwater, $10 cover. That show was awesome this past Thursday. Full crowd. Everybody stayed the whole time. Great job, all comics and everybody. That show keeps getting better. Friday, we have All Jokes Aside at Habiba's Mediterranean Restaurant. That's a 9 o'clock show hosted by Dante Anderson. And this weekend at the Comedy Zone, we have Michael Palazak. He's got 2 shows on Friday, February 10th at 7 and 9, and 2 shows on Saturday at 6 and 9. Tickets available at greenvillecomedyzone.com. All right, that's it for local comedy. Hope you guys enjoy the interview and watching Bill, Matt, and me try to eat the Atomic Gummy Bear. It's good. All right. Have a great week.
Who's that?
Super Dad Jones.
Yeah. I'm very curious.
Very funny comedian.
Yes.
He's got a great name.
Welcome to the show.
Hi. I'm back.
Bill's excited. This is Bill's fourth time doing the show.
Four or five. I'm basically the co-host.
He's a fan favorite.
How did
Fan
David
favorite.
convince you to do the gummy bear challenge? Was just up for it?
I have no respect for myself.
Yeah. Before we explain that, we have Matt on the show. Matt Richards.
It's good to see everybody.
Matt Ritchie.
Good to be here. Glad I could come out. I've yet to do my first stand-up, so
Yeah. He's not a comic yet, but he wants to.
I've got a couple running jokes.
Do you want to tell any?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't have any material. Could you imagine me being up there? I'd be like, yeah, and as soon as people stopped laughing and it was silence, I would literally shrink into myself.
How many times would you say the word abortion? Because you aren't a white comic.
I
unless you make those jokes.
I'm going to tell you, I could probably do a lot of abortion material because my fiance is pro-life. And she's very adamant about it. So there's a lot of Facebook arguments that I hear about involuntarily, even yesterday. So I could probably have a good bit of material.
You like
Pro
those
or
Facebook?
anti?
Oh, so you like to kill babies? That's a good one I hear a lot, actually.
Yeah, I enjoy the good old Bordy every now and then.
Yeah, Bill likes to kill babies, folks.
Bill has no filter at all.
I mean,
Whoa, man down.
what'd you drop?
Careful.
He dropped my fucking phone.
So Matt, because he's not a comic, he actually brought something. This is the first time we've done a themed episode like this.
This
You want to
is
explain what you brought, Matt?
okay. So this is called the Literal Nitro. It's the world's hottest gummy bear. So this is a YouTube challenge. Even if you notice in the pack, the sticker that comes with it says Little Nitro Challenge. We want you to make the best Little Nitro video. So I thought, what a great idea. I'm not funny. Let's just do this on the podcast because this will be hilarious.
You're funny, dude.
It's the world's hottest
the hat.
gummy bear.
It's 900 times hotter than a jalapeno. So if you do not really have a big spice tolerance, I'm glad I stopped and got the milk because you guys were just going to do this with nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna raw dog it.
Yeah. Wow.
No condom.
Shit. I kind of wanted Bill to do it first.
I think this is hotter
I did
than
it first. I don't give a fucking shit. I don't
this
give
is
a
like
monkey.
this is as bad as the hot sauce that they do at the end of hot ones. First
Hot
we
ones?
feast, yeah.
Yeah.
First we feast, yeah. It's
hot
hot.
sauce isn't. Guys, hot sauce doesn't exist.
I've seen
Come
some
on.
people eat this and completely have a mental breakdown. So
You have?
yeah,
You've seen
go
videos
look it
online
up.
of
I mean,
people?
it's probably people that have a weak constitution. But
Do you think they're exaggerating?
I don't think so.
No.
Mm-mm. I would highly recommend you do not touch it with anything.
Bill!
I licked it.
So the
Oh,
goal
wow,
is
that's hot.
so the goal
it already?
guys is you have to eat it and chew it as many times as you can physically stand it and then
Before you swallow
before
it?
you swallow.
Will it
Okay.
burn my stomach?
There's a probability.
How bad does it hurt right now, Bill?
It doesn't hurt at all, really.
It's
It's a tingle right now.
So this is extract from a Carolina Reaper pepper.
Okay, I'm going to smell it.
Be careful. If you touch that and touch your face, you're going to be in a world of
Okay.
pain.
Yeah. It smells a little spicy. Bill, what do you think?
I think, guys, bottoms up.
Oh, we're doing it right now?
Bill,
Why not?
I'm going to watch
Am I going first? Or
Yeah,
did you hear the instructions?
I feel like we should all do it at the same time.
What are
but
the instructions?
You have to chew it as many times as you can.
Withstand it. Why are we doing it so early? Can we have like a discussion?
All right, yeah.
Okay,
Let's back
okay.
up.
Let's do a little
Oh, we got to get to know Matt a
Q&A
little bit.
first. Come on.
Yeah. So,
You got to wine and dine me
So-
first.
so-
Bill.
why?
So Nat is actually or Matt. I know his name. He's actually the son of a famed actor, Ben Stein. Would you tell us about that?
Yeah. I helped him make the movie Inconvenient. It's not Inconvenient, really, Al Gore. What's the movie he did that is
Your father. You fucking tell me, buddy.
what is the movie that he made where they talk about
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
no, it's a documentary and it's about how evolution is basically an accepted
Oh, yeah. He did a procreation
yeah,
documentary.
what is that documentary called? I went and saw it for some godforsaken reason when I was
I
a
don't know.
teenager.
It was, it was about intelligent design instead of
Yes,
evolution.
David. I can always count on
remember.
David to pull
Yeah,
through it.
evolution isn't
Oh, I've
real.
seen a
guy.
lot.
I
I've
bet-
seen a lot of
I
pointless
bet-
stuff.
I bet Bill has never even heard of that or didn't even know Ben Stein did that.
Yeah.
I don't research your father at
Bill
all.
doesn't believe in God, so
I'm not Jewish, so I don't know.
I
Ben Stein is my
I
father.
love the religions.
I wasn't adopted either, so
Yeah, no. He squirted you out of his penis,
is that how
And
that
you-
works?
from my understanding. And then
You know a
then
lot
your
about
mom
the male.
drinks it.
You know a lot about the male penis, don't you?
I do own one, so.
And he knows a lot about bat milky.
Oh,
Is this bat milky, Bill?
This is this. I mean, you can make this bat milky if you put a little bat urine in it, a little guava, if you will, with bat shit. That's right.
So
right?
yeah, I think actually, Matt, one of the first times you saw like some of the open micers was on the roof. When you saw the first time you saw Bill, didn't he do the bat milky joke?
I don't remember
that joke.
It was. I'm going to be honest. A lot of the things that I heard up there probably won't be used in real sets. So
no,
we can at least hope not.
It was bad.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
I was like, if this is what stand-up is, I don't think I would be that bad at it.
Rooftop open mic.
No.
But then again, I think my jokes would be too long. It'd be terrible. It'd take a long time for me to learn.
Matt, you're being nice.
Setup, punchline.
You saw some dog shit stand up.
Oh, it was.
Oh, it was bad. I was one of them.
dog shit stand up every week.
You can just go to Comedy Zone sometimes and see that.
See dog shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you can.
But that's half the fun, you know.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest.
I love laughing at a good bomb.
The best part is when you're in the audience and they do say a cringe joke, and if you're sitting with David, he does this thing where no one else is laughing at the joke, and it's like uncomfortably quiet, and he laughs like, and when I tell you he laughs, it's like a cackle, like
okay,
like it feels forced, but it's so genuine because I know him.
Well,
but it sounds like he's faking it and just doing it to laugh and make fun of the person.
it's almost mean because
it's definitely mean.
Oh.
What do you mean?
big laugh is at the fact that it's bombing.
Oh,
And then
100.
you see the laugh come like when the comic's face realizes that it didn't work, and if they're like just
there's no way
devastated.
they don't think that's not mean. They think that I almost 100% think if they don't know you that they think you're doing it on purpose.
like I'm
You're laughing
clowning
at
on
them.
My favorite thing I've ever
Not their
heard
jokes.
was if David's the only one laughing at your joke,
That's a bad
ditch
thing. Yeah, like stop.
burn the joke.
Stop.
Yeah.
Abort the mission. Yeah.
How? Going back?
I told you I could get there. I could get there. It's
Yeah.
going to take a
Call back,
couple.
sir.
Yeah.
Where's going to be your first mic?
Probably never. I mean, I don't have the confidence, folks. It's just not
You
there.
do.
No, I don't know. You're a comfy
What I
boy.
noticed
You're a
about
comfy
you-
boy.
So Matt, extremely social person. In fact, well, we could talk about how we met. Matt used to live in this building, and
true.
he and his
Very true.
fiancee Shelby were like two of the first friends I made, and it was because Matt introduced himself. I was just like
Throwing the football
throwing-
to himself
I was
on the
up-
roof.
Yeah, I was up on our rooftop.
Do you
pool.
remember that? I literally am.
We have
I'm
a
up there
rooftop
swimming, and
pool.
this guy comes up there, and and fair enough, I'm by myself. It was a long, hard day at work. It was hot. It's like 99 degrees. I'm out in the heat all day. I'm like, I'm gonna come home, take a dip in the pool, get ready for dinner, go out tonight. And this guy comes up, and I'm like, I've never seen this guy here before. So he's just like talking on the phone, and then he gets off the phone and just starts throwing the football to himself. And so
I was such
I like
a-
feel obligated to
such
talk
a
to him. I'm
loser,
like, do you
dude.
want?
How were you
I was
throwing
like,
it
do
to
you-
yourself?
Just
It was
Oh, just like
laying down and throwing it up, and I was like, "Do you want to throw the football with me?" I was like, "Do you need
You wanna
someone
play with me?
to participate?"
I want
in
a
this?
friend. It was like we're.
I kind of felt bad for you.
I was-
You did look sad.
Well,
was this pre-stand up or
pre-stand up for sure.
No, you had just started.
Or maybe I just started.
You
It
had
was in the
just started.
summer of 2020.
I think
and,
Ellen had just taken you a couple times. You had
Yeah.
just, or did Ellen take you or convince you to go?
Ellen
or-
asked me. She invited
She
me.
invited you, yeah.
Ellen is his pickleball partner.
No,
Sidebar.
not my pickleball partner, but she does play pickleball
plays.
at Timmons.
But yeah, anyway, it was the first year I'd been here, and you were able to. I don't know. I was a loner in a new city. You invited me
Played
to
football
hang out.
with yourself.
People need friends like you, bro. Because it's good. You
So they don't play catch by themselves.
so they don't play catch by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing was you just kept playing catch up there and like didn't speak to me, and I was like, this guy's kind of weird. Maybe I should just,
Yeah.
I'm like,
What's
I
the
feel
first
like
thing
he's
he said
calling
to
out
you?
for a friend, but
For sure. But you're very social. And then what I was going to say is like whenever we go out or whatever to a bar and there's a group of people, Matt is like, you're good at telling stories.
Great
And you
storyteller.
Yeah. And you do get a lot of laughs just in social situations.
Tell
I
us
feel
a
like there's a
story.
lot less pressure on you to do that
Yeah.
than there is when you're on stage and your job is to make
For
people
sure.
laugh.
What's your favorite
For sure.
story?
I don't know.
Yeah, you got any stories, Matt?
Yeah, tell us a story.
I did win 220 packs of Pokemon cards on an app called
Wow.
Whatnot. And if you want to pay me Whatnot, I will love to do a streaming. I'll start streaming and make my.
Wait, how did you win the Pokemon cards?
So the way the app works is they have basically these people that stream on there, and they'll have auctions on the packs, and they'll do what's called a bounty. And the bounty's on like a particular card. If you pull the card from the pack, you win the bounty that's in the back. And
Okay.
It's all live. It's all
Okay.
live streamed. And so I basically spent about $60 bidding one night, my first night on there, and I bid on the right pack. The card came. It was like a 130 packs in. And the bounty, every time you pulled a certain card, they would increase the bounty. So it had gotten up to like 220 packs. And then I bid on my fourth pack and won. And
You bid on it? Like you offer an amount of money?
yeah, like you're live bidding with against people.
You're betting? Are you betting on which one's going to get pulled? Is that what's going on?
It's gambling, yeah.
You're guessing
It's
which
100% gamble. It's
You're
a gambling
guessing
app.
which one when you say bidding. Okay, I just want to make
It's
sure.
an auction.
So
It's an auction per pack.
how many Pokemon cards are there?
In the set, like
Yeah.
hundreds.
Hundreds? So
How
it's like
many
a 1 out of
Pokemon are
100
there?
chance.
It's like
One out
it's
of-
a very, very steep pull rate. It's not like the easiest thing to get. And I
Yeah.
got it. I've gotten it twice now, so I've won 400
Nice.
booster packs.
Is there a Digimon version of it?
I'm sure there is. I mean, there's
Oh.
Digimon, everything. There's everything on there. Sports cards. There's retro video games. It's all live stream. They say on average, I thought this was interesting, 5,000 to 6,000 per month earned from people on the app. But I think that's probably a little overinflated. And I
Like each person
I
makes
don't.
that
I don't
much?
think it's bull because I did the math, and he probably could have made $1,200 that night. But here's the thing: you got to stream for 4 or 5 hours,
So
and on top of that, every single person that buys a pack, that's an individual order. You have to receipt it, wrap it, package it, send it to the post office. So, if you think about the amount of hours that you would put into that,
Yeah, that's a whole lot.
If you
Yeah.
could make $5,000 a month, what is that? 5 times 12?
before taxes, I would say probably 90, 80. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to do the math.
That's a good
Yeah,
gig.
about I think that's 80, something
Yeah.
like that. We're really good at math here. We actually all studied math.
What's 5
in
times
college.
12? You know.
Don't
60?
fucking ask me this. right
60?
now. Yeah, it's 60.
72?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 60. It's 60.
It's 60.
So it's 60,
Yeah.
60K,
Yeah.
not 90 or 80.
Yeah.
Wait, so how many Pokemon cards do you own?
Oh,
And what is the value of your collection?
it's so hard to put a realistic number on that because the values do change quite rapidly and frequently. Like
Okay.
in COVID, when Logan Paul got involved, as you
Mhm.
know, on YouTube, when everybody was at home and everybody
Mhm.
was buying the cards, I bought a booster box of original cards. It was a jungle base set, and I paid $4,000 for it, and I did that.
You paid $4,000?
Yeah, I paid
Oh
$4,000.
my gosh.
You know,
There.
what's in the box?
Okay. Okay, anyway.
But on a lighter note, but honestly, I sold it to a YouTuber myself for like $9,000.
Really?
Wow.
So there's another good
So
story.
you made
for you.
$5,000 on the...
Yeah, it was an 8-month period, and I was selling cars at the time. I spent $10,000 on a Yukon to flip it, and only made $2,000 in the same time period. So I was like, "Why?
Dude.
I should have just bought more Pokemon cards."
You're a hustler, man.
What's the
Well,
best card?
Flipping cars and Pokemon cards.
Well, the Pokemon cards is an interesting thing because there was no way for me to know that I had planned on holding on that for a long time.
Because you just liked it, right?
Yeah, it
You
was
liked
just-
having them.
But then it went up so much during COVID, like people were making so much money
Yeah.
off of them. So I literally sold it to a YouTuber. I just messaged him,
Yeah.
sent him the box. He sent me at all PayPal, family and friends, so no fees, no
Yeah.
taxes, no nothing.
So is
Whoa.
Pokemon like it spiked during COVID, like popularity wise?
still-
How is it now?
it's still-
is it still pretty?
It's still pretty popular. And again, a lot of the cards I have that are most valuable, I've had them since I was a long time now.
You
Yeah.
play Pokemon Go?
I did for the first. Me and Shelby did the first.
Okay.
Probably like 3 months when everybody did do it. You
Yeah.
know? It was like
Yeah.
you go downtown, everybody was catching a dang Charizard or whatever.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Oh, it was
Uh-huh.
wild.
It was
so
it
fun.
was
Did you
insane.
do Pokemon Go, Bill?
Oh, when
Oh
it
yeah,
first
you'd be
came
on the
out, that
highway
was
and you'd be like,
wild.
you can't even catch it."
Oh my god.
Did anybody crash their cars?
I'm
Like,
sure.
catch
I'm
I'm
sure,
sure. Oh my
dude.
God.
I'm
Someone found
sure.
a dead body looking for a Pokemon.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. That is true.
We-
That's interesting.
During
Interesting,
Pokemon
yeah.
Go, we my brothers and I, we were driving down the road trying to find this Charizard, and we pull over at this church where it is because this Asian guy is waving us down. He's like, "It's over here! It's over here!" and like half of us catch it. I don't, and then the Asian guy's like, "Can I get a ride back to my car?" And he's like a mile down the road.
He walked all the way
Yeah,
there
to get the Charizard.
in the middle of
Give him a
nowhere.
ride?
Yeah, we
Was
gave
this
him
in the
a
middle of
ride.
nowhere? Or was this?
It was in Birmingham, Alabama. It
I
was-
remember we
yeah.
walked. I never did more outdoor exercise with Shelby in my life. We walked all over Furman campus one day. We walked all through downtown. This is when we first moved to Greenville too. This is 2016.
Wow.
We were trying to catch him at our apartment complex. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
I have not played it since that first 2 months it went live. I did cheat. I hacked my phone actually, of course. And I would walk through like downtown Central Park in New York and catch ones you couldn't even
Oh,
catch. You had
yeah.
like a joystick. and
Yeah,
couldn't
because
move it.
Shelby's
Yeah.
a travel nurse. She did a rotation in Manhattan.
Well, this wasn't
Ah.
then.
This wasn't that?
I hacked my phone and made it tricked the phone into thinking I was in Manhattan.
Oh, you
and
changed
so
your
I had a
location.
Samsung back then. I wasn't an iPhoner, and you could just
I
hack.
gotcha.
You could
can
do
change
it.
that stuff.
Pokemon
Yeah,
Go.
I put it in developer mode and like did a bunch of stuff. I just watched a YouTube thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm not tech savvy, but YouTube can show me anything.
dude, that's crazy. What do you get out of Pokemon Go? There's no money in that, is there?
No, I don't know. I
was
played
just
it.
for fun.
Thrill to catch.
I played it for like two
thrill to
months,
hunt.
and then it was, dead and gone.
That's why I like yours and Shelby's relationship, because you guys do fun stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like the shit that we would do, like when we first started hanging out, we just play Super Smash Bros in the apartment and watch Rick and Morty.
Oh, Smash slaps.
Well,
hard.
I'll tell you, when we first, it was 2019 I bought the Switch, but it was 2020 there for a while. We'd had nothing to do.
Uh-huh.
You remember? And we
Yeah.
would just, everybody come over every night and we'd play video games.
Yeah.
And drink beer.
Yeah. Well, it was awesome living here because the bars closed so early.
Mm-hmm.
So like we were going out with friends, but like we'd always do like, oh wait, oh you got
milk's
the milk,
spilled.
Bill?
Ah!
All right,
I'll clean it up. You guys keep talking.
Bill. There's paper towels over there.
Nice,
Don't
dude.
cry over spilled milk. It's good.
You knew the gay guy would spill the milk. Bill, how often do people say that you're gay?
Constantly. I haven't convinced my parents.
Do they really think that?
Not that I know of. Well, I have a girlfriend, so I think up until
Could
they
be covered.
found that out.
I mean, you
probably.
do work at a bridal alteration shop.
That is true. I do manage an alteration shop for wedding dresses. Everyone thought I was gay when I started.
He's just a
small guy.
dapper
Just likes
guy.
to change dresses.
I'm an eccentric boy. What can I say? Why is milk so thick?
Question: do you ever put? You know why? do you ever put the dresses on?
Do I?
To
Constantly.
Okay.
No,
All
you
day,
don't,
every day.
Bill.
No, I don't.
It's still funny to think you would, though.
Actually, have you ever put on a dress?
David, have you put?
Have
on?
I? The world may never know.
It'd be all right if you did, Bill. I wouldn't.
Look,
care.
I'm transitioning,
I don't
guys.
think I ever have.
I wouldn't even. I mean,
You have to have had put one on at some point.
A
Not
dress?
just, like,
No, I've
goofing
never
around
really-
when you were a kid.
no dresses.
I don't believe that.
I had a Power Ranger costume.
Which Power Ranger
Sounds
were
pretty
you?
gay.
It was the white one.
The white one?
Yeah.
White is right.
I like the green one first, but he was a bad guy. So,
Mm.
dude, one Christmas I really wanted this toy.
Which toy?
It was the Green Ranger's flute. You remember he had a dagger?
Yeah, I do remember this.
He had a dagger. It was a flute, and it was like, bah, 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 and he'd like control his robot monster with it. Man,
Did you get it?
no, of course not. My parents couldn't find it. Toys R Us was sold out all the time.
At that point, did you leave in Santa? Or
Yeah, probably it was 5, 6.
okay,
Maybe. I think I found out when I was 7. When did you find out Santa wasn't?
never. My parents didn't let
Never.
me
You still believe in Santa?
No, I still believe.
Well,
No,
Santa
my-
is the devil.
My mom, I was the oldest, and I think my mom was like a little more, I don't know, strict about the religious stuff, and yeah, she didn't want to let Santa take credit for the gifts that they worked hard to buy.
Well,
That's fair.
it's
So-
funny you say that because there's like so many of my friends that are Christian that don't want to tell their kids that Santa's real. They're like, "Oh, it's terrible. Why would you lie to your child?" I'm like, "Why would you steal the only thing that brings your child joy?"
When I found out, my mom would not admit that Santa was not real. She's like, "No, he's real. He really is." I was in 3rd grade.
I was like in 4th
And she's like,
grade.
"No, he's real. He's fucking real,
Wait,
Bill."
3rd grade?
I'm
That's late.
surprised. That, I'm
yeah,
surprised
3rd
that no
grade.
one at school told me he wasn't real, or
Yeah.
maybe I just don't remember that. But
Yeah.
people at school definitely did not tell me he wasn't real. I found out because I found my teeth in my mom's dresser.
Oh.
And I come in the bathroom and she's like cleaning the bathroom and I'm like, the tooth fairy's not real, right? And she goes, "Why would you say that?" And I go, "I found my teeth in your bedroom." And she goes, "No, she's not real." And I go, "Is the Easter bunny?" And she goes, "Nope." And I go, "Santa?"
Did you cry?
I'm sure I didn't. I didn't cry. I was 7, but you're just kind of hugely disappointed.
Yeah, dude, that's a
Look.
rough day. You got all of them.
If you
kinda-
cry
got
when
all
you're
of them
7 years
debunked in one
old,
day.
you're a fucking pussy if you cry at 7
I
years
would
old.
refute that,
I cried,
but
sure.
sure. I mean, I
I've
definitely
never cried once in my life.
I mean, I don't
Bill
know.
doesn't feel emotion.
I
Do
don't
you-
feel
do you-
anything.
Did you cry and remember the Titans?
I don't really know much about basketball.
Football movie, but good show.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And the whole point I think about the movie isn't even sports; it's more about racism.
Yeah.
I thought that's
I
what
think
sports is
I
about.
think I probably teared up at the end when Coach Boone and the white guy are like.
They kept calling him Coach Coon.
Whoa, we're going hard. See? Okay, say the N word. Go.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, I did it.
Yeah.
But that movie was good. That was a great movie. Denzel makes that movie.
It's a very good movie.
Who's
the
Denzel?
guy, what's the guy's name that is the Coach Yokes in
Coach
that movie?
Yokes.
Man, he's got the best line.
Don't you take out my son?
The fat guy.
Beat like he stole something, Miss Bosley. You stay out of this, girl.
I'm glad you know all the lines.
Yeah, dude.
That's a classic.
That
That's like
was
a top
that was
tenner for
when,
me.
Hayden Panettiere was just a little girl.
God, didn't you hate her in that movie though?
Yeah, she's kind of annoying.
Wait, is that the bitch from
Actually, I
Heroes?
thought she was cute because at the time I was like, when did it
Same
come out?
age.
96. I was like,
Roughly same age.
I was around the same age. I kind of
Yeah.
thought she was cute. Like I had a crush on her.
Nice.
And then we grew up.
I think my first crush was Britney Spears. They used to play her
Oh,
videos
yeah. Oh, I had
on
a
the
Britney
Disney
Spears
Channel,
crush.
and I'm like, dude, thinking
Dude,
back about that, I'm like, why did they
Britney
play that on the
Spears was
Disney
so
Channel?
hot, but I actually think Christina Aguilera was hotter.
No, that's a good point.
She was like dirtier.
Fergie was pretty dope back then.
Like she had a poster. She would have like Britney Spears was like the poppier version. I thought she was. Like
I didn't have either one of their posters in my room.
I didn't have their posters, but
Okay, so how did you guys discover porn?
Funny story actually.
Yeah?
yeah.
Guy,
Tell us how bad it's
guy
been
at
for.
my school in I remember, I'll never forget this. I'm in 7th grade. I don't know if you know this. I kind of grew up like you, David. I was sheltered.
Yeah.
And he's like telling me, he's like, nah, my dad has these magazines and they have pictures of naked girls in them. And I'm like, he's lying. Don't listen to him. They don't make magazines with naked girls in them because they always have them covered up. I'm like, I have no idea this even exists, you know? And sure enough, he pulled that out, and there it was. That shit was right there. I was like, my jaw hit the floor. And then he
Yeah.
gave me a little folder. He gave me a posters, a couple pictures to take home. Of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
This isn't that bad.
You still
Bill's chewing
chewing?
the gummy bear.
It's a latent effect, just so you know. It's going to hit you.
It's trying to hit me.
Look at his eyes, dude. Holy cow.
Trying to hit me.
Did you touch it or no? Good. You're supposed to swallow it.
Bill, what are you doing?
I'm good.
You have to eat it.
I'll eat it. I'll eat the rest of it.
You're gonna eat the rest of the. You just.
I say we don't eat it nowadays.
I went first. You guys got to go. Holy shit. Wow.
Is it kicking your butt now?
Something.
I can't believe you didn't swallow the rest of it, man.
Bill,
You told me it would burn my tum-tum.
It might.
Wow.
I brought the milk just for this.
Okay, you guys go now.
All right, don't take all the milk. The rest
I'm
is
not.
mine.
Bill, are you okay?
I'm surviving.
Doesn't seem that bad, honestly.
It's not terrible. I'm drooling now. You already
All right.
see me cry on camera.
David, we have to eat it. I'm not going to spit any of this out. I'm not a wuss.
Okay, are we gonna do it now?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, dude.
That was ASMR, me blowing my nose.
It's not. It doesn't seem like it's as bad as people were making it.
It's
seem.
not terrible. Like,
I wonder if we swallow it. That's when it really is.
it could be.
Are you not?
All
Gonna
right, Bill, you're gonna have
finish?
to like fish out the shards that are in the bottom of your box.
Just don't touch it with your hands.
All right.
I'll try.
Chip, chop,
Okay.
chip.
What do you guys think about heat?
Spicy in general doesn't bother me, but this is a little bit beyond that. All right, you ready, David? Bottoms up.
Cheers. So we're chewing
They're
the
chewing.
gummy bear.
This tastes terrible.
It's called ASMR.
It honestly tastes like a leaf. I imagine what a leaf would taste like a dirty leaf.
Dude, I feel like chewing it is making it worse because all the juices are getting all around my.
That's the idea.
It is kind of burning my tum-tum. Not like burning it, but it is sort of like sitting in there.
All right, can we swallow it?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for it. I'm gonna try and go as long as I can without milk.
Thank you, water.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Shit!
How long did you chew it? I chewed it a while.
I chewed it the longest. I chewed it for like
I don't know. I
solid
just chewed it
minute.
for a
Um,
while.
I can't decide if talking makes it worse or not.
I think it does. Wow.
Shit, Bill, ask us a question
Okay.
because I don't want to think about this.
Who's your guys' favorite actor?
That's
wow.
a tough question.
I would say Leonardo DiCaprio.
Why?
I was gonna say Leonardo DiCaprio as well.
Why?
Um,
What's wrong with Denzel Washington? What's wrong with Chadwick Boseman? What's wrong with
I like Jamie Foxx too.
What about the guy who played
Django's a
Gambit?
good
I was about to say Django.
What about the guy who played Gambit in X-Men Origins Wolverine? What's wrong with that guy?
That movie
Fuck,
sucked.
This hurts.
That movie's awful.
Oh, dude, my mouth. Holy cow, dude.
This hurts. This is painful. Jeez.
Let's put it over like. I would say this is like.
What do you think was worse,
Okay,
this
swishing
or
the milk-
or the birth of your child?
I feel like opening your mouth gets oxygen in it and it makes it hurt more. So,
I like the fast talking. Wow. Oh my god.
The milk coats my mouth and helps. I can't talk.
I know, dude. Fuck.
Wow.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Is this a good episode, guys?
This is
probably
bad.
not.
No, this is bad.
Is anybody
The
else
worst part
sweating?
is there's nothing you can do to like
Negate it.
to
Oh, thank you. thank you.
to go back in time and not do that.
It's like,
But
feels
you
like
have to
people
live
are like
with this.
sticking pins in my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather do that. I'd rather get a
Exactly.
tongue piercing right now. Oh, imagine doing this with a tongue piercing.
All right, so who's your favorite actor, Matt?
It depends on the movie, but I would say Leo is one of them.
Leo's one of the only actors where if he's in it, I'm gonna go.
I like Tom Hanks, but there's like rumors about him
Oh,
eating kids or
I
something.
hate Tom Hanks
Like
now.
eating babies.
Tom Hanks is whack now.
I like
You don't
Ricky
eat
Gervais.
babies?
He's in this new stupid movie.
Oh, the dumb one, Otto.
A man named Otto.
Otto Octavius.
Dr. Otto.
A man named Otto.
Woo!
Oh, shit out of my ass. Cock, bitch, fuck.
Okay, what do you guys think about Mission Impossible Fallout
Okay.
with Henry Cavill? The one where he takes off his jacket and he pops his arms like they're a
You
weapon.
don't let me talk. I was going to do the thing where he's like, bum, bum, you know? Can you even do that? Do it without, here, hold your mic. I don't know if that's close enough.
That was pretty good. Okay, David, you guys see it?
What is it? Superman? Superman.
Well, he did. play
Formerly
Superman.
known Superman. He just got fired.
Yeah,
Why'd he get fired?
because James Gunn's remaking the DC universe.
So you are a nerd.
I have a life. You saw my Batman costume.
Yeah, it was a little over the top.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
David was supposed to dress as a fucking hot dog, but instead he dressed as Thing 2.
Yeah, I was gay. I shouldn't have done
No,
that.
I'm really disappointed you
Halloween.
didn't eat
How'd you meet your dog?
it. Everybody know that Bill's a big sissy and didn't finish the gummy.
How did you meet your dog? Your dog's a bitch. Actually, it's a boy, so it's not technically a bitch. Your dog's very sweet. I like Toby. How'd you meet him?
Oh, well, he was born at a place and we bought him,
Was his name originally Toby?
I guess.
Did you name him Toby? Oh.
Well, I guess I did. I'm the one that picked him out.
Oh my god, dude.
Shelby wanted a different one, so I tell him all the time, I'm like, your mom didn't pick you.
Wow.
Toby's a good boy.
We just renamed our fourth cat, Miguel. We just renamed him to George Lopez.
Who's we?
Miguel and I.
Who's Miguel?
My gal and I.
You have a gal? You have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
How long you been dating her?
A year and some change now. Samiha. Fake converted Islam for her.
Is that a real thing?
Oh no, that's
Yeah, he
completely
flew up
true.
to New York to convert to Islam
Yeah,
for his girlfriend.
it was like
Fake?
a 10.
How do you fake do that?
Well, he didn't mean it.
I'd go through with the process, but I don't believe.
Does she know you fake it?
Yeah, or told her.
It's not a roadblock.
Dude,
Not
now
really.
the gummy is like, I'm feeling it.
Is it in your tum tum?
I think so.
Every time I
I'm
burp-
feeling
Yeah,
it
poopy?
burn.
Every time I
Oh,
burp,
guys, imagine how we'll be pooping.
Oh God.
I feel like I wasted money on yours.
Good.
We'll pay
How
you
much
back.
did
We'll
it
pay you
cost?
back, Matt.
It's like $15.
If you
Oh,
want to
wow.
try a little Nitro, world's hottest gummy bear, it's $15 on Amazon.
Shout
Oh.
out to, I don't even think it's $15. It was $15 at the novelty shop at Myrtle Beach, though. So watch out. They get you. They gouge you. Price gouging.
Oh, why would you want to do this?
Matt, are
in
you
the
just
heat?
okay? Are you okay right now?
I mean, it's very uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. It's not like painful. It's just uncomfortable.
No, it feels like my tongue is getting like stabbed with needles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God.
It's what I imagine a tattoo feels like.
We're only 29 minutes into this episode. I don't know how much longer I can.
I think if you just put it out of your mind,
Yeah.
that was rough. It's starting to subside a little bit.
It made all my snot act up. Okay, I'm pretty good now.
Oh, you didn't eat it, so.
Well, I took the first bite. I kept licking it. You guys wouldn't lick it.
I chewed it for a while.
I chewed it longer than you did.
I don't think you did.
Right, 100%. Okay, we're gonna. Jamie, would you go back and
We're
review?
gonna cut the tape back. We're not Joe Rogan. We don't have one of those.
Wait, who's Joe Rogan?
He's like the godfather of podcasts.
He knows.
Where did my seeing things go? Oh, there they are.
David, I think, is suffering more than we are.
Wow.
Fuck.
So, David, do you like doing the man buns?
Yeah.
Do you think
we were out at Alexis's birthday Friday. And,
Yeah.
one of the girls had a hair tie, and I put my hair in a bun, and they seemed to think it looked way better than how dog shit it looks normally.
Yeah, you kind of look homeless.
Yeah.
I got my hair cut, though. I was starting to look
David
homeless.
looks like he's having a religious experience.
Yeah, are you part of a cult?
Oh my gosh, you're sweating.
You honestly could be a cult leader.
Oh, I would love to be a cult leader. That's actually my plan. But my plan is to tell them this is a cult, so that I'm not tricking. I'm telling them exactly what it is. This is a cult.
Your cult would
Give
be...
me money.
Your cult
so
would
they
be
have fun.
how to trick people into thinking you're gay when you're really not.
Well, actually, the plan is. I think I'm going to call it the Orange Catholics. I got the term from the movie Dune. That's the main religion in Dune, the Orange Catholic Bible.
I don't think they call it the Orange Catholic Bible.
No, in Dune they do.
I saw it, and I actually
They
read the
fucking
book.
call it the Orange Catholic
Have you
Bible.
read the book?
I'm very familiar with it.
I want to hear you pronounce some of the words in there.
Okay, like what?
The army that the emperor
The
owned.
Sakar?
Sardaukar, yeah.
Sardaukar, yeah. Sardaukar, yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Oh,
That's
that's
good
a
enough for
great
me.
movie.
I don't know anything else.
I-
Oh yeah, the name of the guy that dies from the poison, the
Oh.
sellsword guy, the bounty guy.
What was his? I don't even remember his name.
Pytar.
Oh, yeah, Patar.
Oh, my God.
Patar. Yeah, something along that.
Maybe the guy that I actually did an audiobook.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
Of
Frowned
Dune?
upon in certain circles.
Of Dune.
No, I love audiobooks. I can't
Well,
read.
I knew the
I'm
movie was
illiterate.
coming out, and I had no idea what the book was even about, and I knew I wasn't going to read that big book. So I
It's
listened.
a very unique science fiction because instead of looking at that technology, it looks at human growth. Because so like the background for it, about like 1,000 years before the main book and movie, there was the Balerian Jihad. It was a revolt against the machines, against the thinking machines.
Yeah, there's no more machines.
Yeah,
anymore.
not even calculators. Instead, like they use the spice melange to
Yeah, the
to
heroin.
see into the future.
Was
to
it? Isn't
plot
it the sand?
space
It's
travel.
like the poop of the worms.
It's a byproduct of the worms.
So poop.
It could be poop. I don't think.
I mean, they
the
eat
worms,
rocks,
I don't
so-
think the worms have butthole. They could have buttholes.
Everything has a butthole.
Yeah, but actually, the oxygen on Arrakis actually comes from the worms.
Yeah, and because there's no plants, and we're talking about made up creatures, but this is interesting. I didn't know you knew so much about Dune.
Oh, I love it.
Well, you know the spice is in the air there, so once
Yeah.
you go there, you can't ever not have spicy, and
Yeah.
it'll kill you.
Yeah.
Dune has spicy foods.
One thing I didn't like was all the prophecy and the fortune telling and the future seeing. That was kind
But
of annoying.
That's inherent of the spice. And the thing is, the future kept changing. He kept because the precipice seeing into the future, it's like a stream. You can go any way. Like he kept seeing possible futures. Paul, like he saw one future where he befriended that guy that he killed, but then in reality he ended up
He
killing
kills him, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like
They did
even
really
though we
well with
see
them. I thought the movie was done pretty well.
Oh, the movie was amazing.
I saw it in IMAX.
Oh yeah, I did too.
It was worth it. I think the soundtrack was like
yeah.
made for that.
Denny
I think we lost
Villeneuve,
David.
that guy he's one of my favorite working directors. He made Blade Runner 2049.
That movie was
Amazing.
good. It was kind of amazing. I wouldn't say it was good.
It was
but
in my top 5.
really.
Yeah.
Dune is in your top 5?
And Dune's in probably in my top 10. But
I
Blade
thought
Runner
Dune was better than
2049.
Blade Runner.
2049.
I like
Yeah.
Blade Runner.
The
Blade
first
Runner
one's good.
2049.
The new one.
That's
the
in
new
my
one is
top
the only one
5.
I've seen.
Now Rocket
I
Man.
like
that's-
Harrison Ford as and
Oh.
Ryan Gosling. They
Is
were good.
Rocket Man the one where the guy like farts in the tube and it like?
No, it's the Elton John biopic. But yes.
Oh, have you seen? There's a movie called Rocket Man where there's a comedian and they go to Mars, and they're like walking and they're connected by this air tube and he farts in it. And the,
No, I haven't seen it.
and the guy like throws up in the. It's pretty funny.
Oh no, that is Prometheus.
No, that's a different movie. It's a children's movie, Rocket Man.
No, it's Prometheus.
He like gives him the food. He thinks it's food, but he gave him preparation H to eat instead. It was like for hemorrhoids. He eats the hemorrhoid cream.
It's a children movie with preparation. I can't talk.
Preparation.
Preppy H.
Just
Preppy
say
H?
preparation.
Guys,
Okay, have you
I
guys ever
can't-
tried Prep H?
I can't think, guys.
No, I've
I'm
been-
sorry.
David,
I'm
do you
not-
get hemorrhoids?
I've only had
No,
one.
I
I've
don't
had like
think
one in
so.
my entire life.
I don't think so.
Apparently, if you take a poop too long,
I got
get 'em every now
I got
and then.
anal fissures once.
What's an Asian fissure?
that's when your hemorrhoid.
Asian fissure.
It's when your hemorrhoid cracks.
It's when you
Wow.
have like a tear in your rectum.
Oh, I'm sure that's happened.
How did you
to me.
do that?
Well, I was
Wiping too hard, right? Pooping too hard?
pooping too hard. I was in college between junior and senior year, or sophomore and junior year, and they made me become a defensive lineman, and I had to gain weight. So every lunch, I was eating 3 subs for lunch with like
Whoa.
all the bread,
I would be sick.
and I was having so many carbs and so much that my bowel movements were so large that it was awful.
Did you
And,
feel sick from it?
Yeah.
Have you ever
I
taken
mean,
pain medication
I gained
so long
30
that it
pounds
makes
in
your
one
poop turn
summer.
into a solid rock?
No.
What?
You talking about anal fissures? That'll get you, dude.
What would you say did that?
Every time I had surgery,
Pain
man,
med.
you have to take like something to break up your poop because of the pain
Yeah,
meds.
yeah. They give you stool
Wow.
softeners with it.
You have to, because if you don't,
I
like,
didn't get
literally you'll poop a rock that's that big.
Yeah, and your butt can't.
Yeah, you can't pinch it off.
It's like a
Wow.
little preview of what childbirth is like for women.
I guess.
Dude, in childbirth, they tear.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I saw
You
it.
had a baby. Yeah. Oh, it's so terrible. They have to like.
Matt,
Oh.
get an asshole tear in half.
That's why there's a danger to losing a lot of blood in childbirth. And,
I don't believe in
and
childbirth,
the
guys.
vagina tears, and sorry, that's all I can talk about is horrible things.
Is your nose still watering by
Because
chance?
My nose is good
I'm
now.
starting to feel a
What
little
about
better.
you?
Is the pain subsided for you, David?
A little. I feel it
In my gut.
in
yeah.
my gut. But,
Guys,
and also just drinking milk makes it a little worse, Like
I don't think that the
I'm not-
milk necessarily. It didn't help or make it worse. I feel like it just kind of neutralized it for
It
a
100% works.
it
Ah.
neutralized it from my mouth.
It's a base, so
second. Yeah, okay, I can see what you're saying.
Oh, it's base versus acid science. Yes.
Ah.
It's science.
water actually makes it worse.
Ah,
Oh, really? I felt good after the water.
yeah.
I'm a water boy.
Guys, we did it. Well,
We did it.
Matt and I did it. Bill,
Yeah, Bill
pussied
the
out.
rest of it
and
out.
It just.
I was told not to
You
swallow
love
that
it.
first.
I never told you that.
I said
The whole
"Will
point
it-
of the
will it
challenge is
burn
to
my
eat it."
stomach, and you said probably.
I mean, I don't know. It could have a different reaction to different people.
Look,
Yeah.
guys, we've established on this episode, I'm gay. Gay guys can't eat hot gummy bears. They can't eat hot ass. Okay, that's all they do.
Hey, Matt, Bill did a new joke this week.
Oh, it's a fun one.
It was.
Can you go a full 5 minutes without relief? Yeah, probably not. We were
Yeah.
drinking milk immediately.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, Bill did a joke this week in Asheville.
How'd it go?
Yeah.
He sang.
Oh, yeah.
He sang the Phantom of the Opera, but he made it into a song about eating ass.
Eating ass.
I've
Well,
gotta
so,
say.
so the Phantom of the Opera is having his ass eaten, but he's having gas as well. And so her cheeks are being filled with flatulence.
Flatulence.
It's a good one.
I think it's one of those David's laughing situations.
Well, it was.
Oh.
It was at first, but he sang with unflinching confidence, and then the audience gradually was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Oh, so it was like one of those
Yeah, it was a slow build.
builds
and,
attention.
commitment
yeah,
to it
and then he
does
went
it.
into the falsetto of the girl singing. And he's like,
I honestly don't know any song from Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, I don't either. I've never seen it.
Oh, did you look up the song?
You do recognize it? I bet it's
yeah.
pretty.
Bum, 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 bum.
Maybe from Bugs Bunny back in the day, because I think they did a little spoof on
Andrew Lloyd Webber actually wrote Phantom of the Opera. You may know him from Jesus Christ Superstar.
it. Never heard
Jesus Christ, superstar, makes no difference who you are.
of it. Why do I not know this? I've never heard of this.
Oh, it's a phenomenal musical. It's about
I've never seen the full musical. I
That was
just
really good. It's a great movie. I highly recommend doing psychedelics and watching it on Easter.
okay. Bill's real devout, religious.
I am.
Yeah.
Are you like Ricky Gervais or?
No, he's dumb.
You think he's dumb?
You strike me, Bill, as just more indifferent versus like a
I think
passionate anti-God
I think
person.
religion's beautiful. I love religion. It does a lot of great things for people. I think it's beautiful, and I like to study different religions. But it's not really something that I myself get a lot of. I don't get worth as a person from it. It just logically doesn't make sense to me. Like I'm a very logical person, and it just doesn't make sense. Like 150 years ago, we didn't know what an atom was, and 100 years ago, we didn't know what the Big Bang was. So before that, the only descriptions of the beginning of the universe was religious descriptions. And right now, we don't know what was before the Big Bang. We might in another 100 years. I don't know.
I got a pro-God argument for you, Bill.
Well, lay it on me. I'd love it.
Well, you talked about atoms, and this is the... did you ever watch the documentary I told you about?
No.
Which one?
You didn't watch it? Oh,
I told him I would watch it, and I didn't.
recommendation. Netflix
Yeah.
documentary about
Watch the
infinity.
circle.
It's about the
circles.
It's about the circles, dude.
circles, bro. Did you know that
I
there's
watched
not
the
a
first
circle in
half
River?
hour.
There's not... Okay.
Is there a perfect square anywhere? No.
No.
So what's the difference in a circle and a square?
Well, a circle is different because the formula for a circle is pi...
Yeah.
What's the
Pi times the diameter
What's the formula
squared.
for the square?
Well, pi, the reason it's infinite is pi is an infinite non-repeating decimal.
3.14.
Yeah, but it goes on forever. The full pi,
Yeah.
it goes on forever, and it doesn't repeat. So it creates
it's
an
like an
infinite
endless
number
cherry
of...
pie.
It's endless, truly, in mathematics, but it doesn't exist in nature. Okay, so here's the argument for God, Bill. Real
Yeah.
quick. So, Big Bang, all matter ever in the universe was in the single point smaller than an atom. Blows up.
No,
Matter.
it's more accurately, is about the size of a marble.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, well... So, basically, once all of the stars burn out, all the planets die out, all life in the universe dies out. This Infinity documentary goes through what happens at the end, and nothing.
The
really
heat death of the
happens.
universe.
The heat
Good
death.
story, David.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Nothing.
Yeah,
happens.
it's called the heat death because heat is just atoms shaking. And so the atoms just move so far apart from each other that
Hope I'm there to see
it
it.
just stops eventually.
So that kind of makes me more sympathetic to an argument for God because there's a beginning and there's an end and there's people and conscious beings in the middle and you know, if the universe was infinite forever and like and the universe isn't infinite, it's not infinite down to the tiniest particles.
So it just stops.
It stops. There's
What's
there's
beyond
boundaries around everything.
But what's beyond
So
that?
if you look at the Bible, in the beginning, God created the heavens. There's nothing like a creator outside of the universe using infinite language like mathematics to describe
Look,
it.
I'm no
But there's something
astrophysicist.
outside of the universe. Okay, so that's the other thing. Mathematics exists outside of the universe. So there's something that's real enough that can be used for modeling that exists outside of the real, like it's
Yeah.
not tangible. You know what I mean?
Like
So
the concept of mathematics.
The concept of mathematics, if the concept can exist outside of the material universe, why can't God exist outside of the material universe?
Anything you believe can exist if you really want to. I choose to believe that
If
David
you
Dredge.
just
But
believe.
with all the complexities, well, I mean, Ben Stein, all of that
Look,
documentary.
Let's get back on Ben Stein.
Let's get back on Ben Stein. That was my argument, though.
No comment on Ben Stein.
The universe is finite, but there's a mathematical infinite language to describe it that's outside of it. So, the fact that math exists and we all agree on that.
I don't agree with math. Math isn't
Math is
real.
fake.
Math is fake. I'm a math
might
truther.
as well. Does that argument make sense, or am I still?
Look,
I'm
I
still
watched
I'm
like
still
the
coming
first
off the.
half hour.
It sounded good to me.
I watched the first half hour of that doc.
I'm still.
I'm gonna invite you on to be my Neil deGrasse.
Yeah.
Did I say that
Neil
right? How do you
deGrasse
say his
Neil
name?
deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I said Degrassi.
Guys, I got a really good Neil
Yeah,
The
deGrasse.
show Drake got paralyzed on.
Degrassi. Yeah. Degrassi High.
You guys want to see my Neil deGrasse Tyson impression?
Yeah, dude. Go ahead.
Just interrupt everybody over and over.
The planets are like balls, warm, filled with sperm. The people on it, and they go into your mouth. Sex Talk Radio, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Man, dude, laugh at all.
I'm trying to figure out if you sound like him. It's kind of close.
Well, I'm very white, but I feel like I definitely got
he doesn't sound like the most.
I got the cadence. Star Talk Radio. testicles.
Yeah, when he does.
Or
I'm
balls.
thinking of him talking on Joe Rogan. That's the only place I ever see him.
Somebody edited a clip together with that.
Yeah,
Where-
of him saying. Have you ever seen him tell
My
Joe
dick
Rogan?
is as
He's on
big
Joe
as
Rogan.
a
He's
buzz.
talking about shrinking the plant Earth down to the size of a cue ball. He'd say it'd be the smoothest cue ball. And that's how he says it. It would be the smoothest
Yeah.
cue ball
It would be the
that had ever been. You know, how
It
he
would
does
be the
like-
smoothest
Yeah.
cue ball.
that had ever been machined, possible, which I find very interesting. That means from the top of Mount Everest to the lowest point on our planet is smoother than what we can manufacture.
Yeah.
I mean, topologically, like Kansas is actually flatter than a pancake because, like a pancake, it actually like relative to the size of the pancake, it does have fluctuations. Whereas
When I think of
Kansas is actually
something
flatter.
flat, I don't think of a pancake. I think of like a piece of paper. It's pretty flat.
Yeah, but they say
The
that
expression
there's a
flat as a
phrase.
pancake.
Yeah, flat as a pancake.
Yeah. But yeah, that is crazy. That the Earth, that the topography of the Earth is doesn't stick up that far
No.
relative to the size of it.
Speaking
It's
of flat, have you ever seen someone with like no ass? It's like a NASA tall.
Yeah, you.
No ass at all. We had a guy I worked with at BMW.
The Hank Hill butt.
And
What'd you do at Beamer?
I didn't work at the factory. I worked at the dealership.
Oh.
And we sold them. That's what I did.
all right, yeah, talk about this guy's ass.
So he was an old banker. I think he's in mortgage. And he comes in and he looks like a turtle. I called him Yertle the turtle. His name was Steve Klein. And if you ever see
Shout out
this,
Steve Klein.
if you ever see this Steve Klein, I love you to death. But he knows. I said it to his face all the time. I'd be like, dang, dude. I wonder. It was so weird looking. He had like a big belly and he had normal like skinny legs. And his pants looked like if he didn't have his belt jacked to the tightest setting, that they'd literally they'd fall off. I mean, his butt looked like it went into his body.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
It was the
Yeah.
weirdest
Dude, isn't that
looking
weird
thing.
that like fat people don't like always have a proportionally round
No.
ass?
No.
Shouldn't the fat go to their ass? Or
he
should-
had zero fat on his
This-
ass.
this is the
it
craziest
looked like he
thing.
did. He looked like normal legs, and then huge fat guy on top of it. It was
Everyone-
it was
well,
unproportional.
why doesn't the fat slide down and fill up the butt?
Some people just develop differently. Genetics, like some fat people will have a massive ass, but it will be so flat. It will be massive. It will be big, but then it's just like whoosh.
Never seen a fat,
Because they don't they don't have any
massive
muscle
flat
tone back there. Is that why? Like they're not doing
Maybe.
enough squats or?
ass. Do you do enough squats?
I don't, but I have a huge
squat
ass
boy.
though.
Yeah, we
I
know,
did. I
Bill.
used to
David,
squat.
David got that dong.
I got that badong, dude.
David, where'd you get your dong from? Your daddy give you his dong?
Yeah, my dad has a big butt, dude. My dad has a huge
Shout out
ass.
Mitch.
Shout out.
Have you?
Mitch, represent.
how many people signed the petition to get you out of sweatpants?
Oh, everybody.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
people think I'm a piece of shit, and they could see my dick outline on stage.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
not
nice.
as obvious with you, I will admit.
Well, that's a bad thing.
No,
yeah, it's
no,
because
no, no.
my dick's small.
Actually, I'm saying the exact opposite because a small dick, it would poke out. You would be able to see the dick outline because it pokes out. Whereas just a normal sized dick, it's just laying. It's just going off to the side. So you aren't going to see the outline. But a small dick, and maybe not even just like a small one, just like a cold one, just something that's being a little shy. It's poking out, straight out. That's when you see the dick.
Who do you notice it more on? Oh, interception, San Francisco. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I noticed
It ain't a
most
game
on
until Dak
Chavis.
Prescott throws an
I
interception.
see it. Oh, every time Chavis is wearing sweatpants on stage, I'm like, dude, I see your dick right now.
Chavis Lipscomb.
I love you, Chavis, but we'll get some real fucking pants. I tell David this too.
Is it small or what was it?
It's a normal sized dick, but you can see it.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
love
don't
you,
know.
Chavis.
Dave, you got invisible penis.
I love joggers.
They're comfy.
I love wearing them.
Sometimes you love them too much, man.
I mean,
If you love them, let them go.
I mean, I've worn them so much when I go into like jeans or chinos or like whatever. I just feel so obstructed.
What's your go-to brand?
Oh gosh, I just get whatever's at
Walmart?
Nordstrom Rack on the clearance thing.
Okay.
Or it's like whatever. I have like some Lucky Brand ones and some AGs. Wait, is AG a brand?
I can tell you.
What is AG?
It's. I don't know if I have the right name, but they're nice. I used to get like the nice real Nordstrom
Question
ones, but
for
now I
you.
don't care.
Question for you. Did your stomach hurt at all? Mine is like turning in knots.
It is.
Oh,
Mine,
yeah.
did,
Mine's
mine
okay.
is a little bit, but it's pretty good now.
Mine's okay. It's calmed down a little bit.
Mine is getting progressively worse.
Look, just do some shrooms. It'll satiate it.
Don't have any of those. I sold them all.
Oh man.
Mushrooms illegal. Not officially endorsed, but
How many times have you told the story, Dave, of the time you got robbed?
Oh,
by the women?
on stage?
Not just on stage, just in general to people. Like,
A
how many
good
people-
amount of times.
Well, I've only really told it on stage, and then I told it on the news.
Did you tell him it was like on a?
You
did
did.
you say the whole thing was like a bender and like how you did all the things?
Yeah, well, I can. You want to hear the story, the full
Yeah.
one?
I mean,
'Cause
I've heard it a couple times, but yeah, I mean,
the
just for
joke
reference.
is shorter than the real story, but
Just for reference, yeah.
yeah, this was back in my heavy partying days. So Buckhead, Atlanta,
Buckhead.
very, very fun place to go out if you're in your 20s, and very dangerous actually too. But yeah, I go out with buddies, and you know how like if you go out for the whole night, you're out till 2. Sometimes you'll get separated from a group
Yeah.
or whatever. So I'd gotten separated from the group, and maybe somebody like the rest had gone home, and I was trying to talk to girls, and no girls were really talking to me. So
Shocker.
yeah, I know. And these 2 black girls flagged me down from a car.
Flagged you down. Like, had they seen you in?
I think they thought I looked like easy pickings. So
Oh yeah, I mean,
they
you had the
like
Jimmy
said I was
Neutron
cute
hair.
and stuff, and I don't really remember because I was basically blacked out.
Okay,
And,
so you don't even know if they were hot.
they took me back to my house, and yeah, I don't remember a lot of after that. I
Did
basically
y'all actually do anything, or?
no. Thankfully, I was too messed up for anything to happen. But
You just took them home and fell asleep.
basically, yeah. And then I woke up in a fog, and I was like, oh crap. And I looked in my wallet, and my debit card was gone. And I assumed that I had just been drunk and like forgot to take it back from the tab. And I went back to sleep. And then at about like later in the day, I started seeing charges like racking up.
How much?
$4,000.
Holy shit! Were you able to get that money back?
Oh yeah, I got it back.
Oh,
But
nice.
the most tortured part of it was what did they buy? They bought Best Buy. They bought manicures. They bought food.
Whoa.
Yeah, I forget where they went. I think Bojangles.
They went everywhere they could
not
in the
just saying that.
fastest amount of time possible.
Yeah. So I stopped it. And the worst part was I bank with Fifth Third. There were no Fifth Third branches in Atlanta. I had to drive to North Carolina the next day to go to a branch and get the dispute all settled.
Oh my god.
Why'd you have to go in person? I never have to do that.
Well, because it was such a crazy amount of money. Maybe I didn't have to, but I was just like,
Hey, just
I
call them
was
and be like,
so,
hey,
like-
I got robbed.
yeah. I mean, I was traumatized. I was like, yeah, it's shitty, dude. It was
And that's when he became a Christian. Born again in Christ.
No, I was a Christian through all that, but
Sorry, Muslim.
yeah, maybe I should convert to Islam. But yeah, dude,
do it.
that was I didn't quit drinking after that, but
What do you think about the Tony
One of them.
Dungy tweets?
oh, we're changing. Tony Dungy tweets.
Yeah.
I didn't see them. Can you describe these?
I think it's more than just one, but the one that I saw that has gotten him into a lot of, he apologized for it, which I think is hilarious nowadays. If you don't apologize, I probably would have stuck with the disposition of not apologizing.
What do you do?
What did
If
he say?
it was a joke, if a comedian said it, it'd be pretty funny. So they're talking about genders in the bathrooms and stuff at schools, and they were talking about.
Is this recent?
Yeah, it's like a couple days ago.
Okay.
And they were talking about taking them off the games, like calling the games and stuff. Like, the
What
5% of outrage.
What did he say though?
The exact tweet was something of, they were talking about putting female products in both bathrooms, like all
Uh-huh.
the bathrooms, because you don't want to
Like tampons?
gender people,
Yeah.
that whole thing.
Yeah.
And he basically said they should put cat litter in the bathrooms for people that think they're cats.
Oh man.
And I was like, man, that's a good joke. This guy should be in stand up. And then,
Yeah.
of course, there's a lot of.
that's definitely politically charged though. He kind of probably knew he was going to piss
Guys,
people
I gotta
off.
get to the venue. I'm sorry, I read the time wrong.
the twine.
The time.
What is the time?
7. Hey Kenny, sorry, I read the time wrong. I am on the way. Hey Kenny. Kenny. Hello, can you hear me?
Bill is in a comedy competition tonight at
Guys, I gotta
Hoppin'.
go.
Bill, do you want to sign off? Do you want to shout out anything?
Shout out the mics I'm going to. Bye guys.
You need to shout out them pants.
Good luck. Good luck, Bill. We can talk a little while longer, Matt.
Just edit out that part.
We don't have to edit out anything.
I'm gonna edit it out.
You're gonna edit.
We're gonna
it out?
edit out every time Bill spoke.
Bill, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
You have to leave now.
Yeah, Bill, get out of the frame. It's awkward. I'm just kidding.
I've counted how many times you've hit that vape since we've sat down.
How many times?
25.
Oh,
Does that alarm you at all?
nah, I'm good.
Do you ever worry? You know, I think that it's harder to quit than cigarettes or like dip.
It might be.
You quit dipping since you vape, right?
Yeah, and I quit dipping before, and I've quit vaping before.
I think dip is harder to quit than cigarettes, and I think it goes up from there. I think vaping is harder because you can do it in the bed.
Yeah.
But you can dip in the bed, but it's kind of messy.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been a fan of this. I tried it one time and I hated it.
You tried what?
Dip.
Dip?
Made me sick. I'd spit out.
Yeah, I actually when I was doing some video editing today, and I thought about throwing a dip just to like, I
Get
don't
you a
know.
buzz.
Yeah, just to like do something while I was working, and I couldn't do it. Like I opened up the can and I was like, oh.
Do you do the pouches or do you?
I have
'Cause
some
I
pouches.
tried the pouch and I just it like I don't know. I don't like it. A lot of people I knew do it though. My
Yeah.
brother did it for a long time. He had to quit.
Mm-hmm. I've done. I started with the pouches. Pouches are kind of the gateway to the long cut. And
The grizzly.
yeah, I mean, there was a time when I was pretty hooked in college where we'd dip outside. We'd work at the golf course, and yeah, in the thick of it, man, I would be.
My cousin would have like a bottle he carried around with him
Yeah.
in his car, and it was just full
My
of.
buddies used to be able to do horseshoes with a whole
Oh, sheesh.
bottom.
Yeah, you ever see the people? They get like their gums rot away and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
my cousin
not
had to
good.
have surgery.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah,
So
it's
I don't
gross.
know. Vaping's better than dipping in that aspect, but it actually is really
I
hard
think
on your lungs.
it
Considering,
has the opposite effect on how cool you look.
yeah, You don't
Especially the
think-
face you make, or not just you, just anyone when they're like puffing, like,
Did you see the Dolphins coach
vaping
vape during
on
the game on the sideline? Yeah, dude. he didn't want people to know. He had a glove on, and he was just like,
I don't know if that's allowed. He's in the film room watching film, going like you. That guy seems like a real hippie, by the way. Have you ever heard him talk on the
yeah,
field?
dude, he's funny.
He is funny. He
Yeah.
seems like a legit. I just
He
feel
make-
like when
he
things
makes
get serious, though, they're gonna have problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
What do you mean
like
with
he-
his coaching?
you think that style's the future or what?
Oh, I don't know. I always when I see good coaches, I think of like a guy that doesn't get too high or too low or too like quirky.
You look
or
at
too
Saban
weird.
and Belichick; they're high. They're all like they're the best ever.
Yeah,
Respectively.
Saban's even a little flashy to me, but
Saban's not flashy, he's just a
Belichick, he's always monotone. He never expresses emotion, whether they win or lose, and I think that's what you want. Like guys like Gruden, like John Gruden, way too much of a personality in and of himself. Like,
You think?
yeah, I mean he's a good coach, and I like how he likes his players and stuff, but like he kind of became a personality on ESPN, and I always felt like he
I
kind of
thought
was
they-
too much of a celebrity.
I thought that everybody thought he was better than he actually was. Because remember, he won a Super Bowl with Tony Dungy's players, basically.
yeah, in Tampa.
Yeah, and then they progressively never did good after that. I mean, we beat them. Panthers kept
Mhm.
beating them
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
It was either us or the Falcons winning it, or the Saints. It was never the Bucs.
Mm-hmm.
Even that year they were really good. His second to last year, it was us versus them for the division. I remember we beat them.
Yeah.
And they got beat by the Cardinals. Kurt Warner. I don't know if anybody remembers that NFC division
with the Cardinals.
game. Yeah, it was 2008. Panthers had Jonathan Stewart and D'Angelo Williams.
Mm-hmm.
John Fox was the coach. They both had 1,000 yards rushing.
Yeah. But that's what I like in a coach is this even keel. That's why I like Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy also doesn't really express emotion.
Good coach.
And that's why I'm rooting for Dallas in this game.
I don't know if I've ever told you this, but if you look at Mike McCarthy and Sean Payton's records and wins in playoffs and championships and Super Bowls, they're the same coach.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at it.
Yeah. It makes sense because Sean Payton won one Super Bowl. McCarthy won one Super Bowl.
Sean Payton's more desired than Mike McCarthy, though.
Because
no one was beating down the door for Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy kind of looks like a schlub. He's like
I feel like Jerry Jones will never hire.
look at him. Look at him. He's a chubby guy.
I feel like Jerry Jones will never hire a black coach.
Really? You think he's racist?
I mean, I don't think he's racist. I just think he has like a good old boy system going
Maybe.
on. I don't think you can. I mean, I'm not like it's gung ho about. I think LeBron James is a little annoying with it, but you know how he's like, I can't believe you haven't asked me about. Well, you don't play football, so why would anybody ask you about that? We don't honestly don't care.
Yeah.
I don't even care that Kyrie Irving doesn't like Jewish people.
Wait, LeBron got mad that people weren't asking him about football?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, speaking of like two big personalities, LeBron, dude, not a fan.
I don't think many people are.
I was a fan of LeBron once in his career when he won the championship for Cleveland, and
that's the only time you cheered for him, right? Or when he played Kevin Durant. I mean, I hated.
Yeah,
Kevin.
because
I think I hated
State
Kevin
was the better
Durant.
team, and it was LeBron and a bunch of.
Well, I mean, everyone
made
fun of Kevin Durant for that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had him up. You had him 3-1 and lost, and then I can't beat him. Join him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like I don't even think we count those championships. I haven't watched the NBA in a long time though, so I don't know. I used to watch the finals and the playoffs and stuff like that. I was a big Bulls fan, but honestly, since 2016, I really haven't been watching.
Yeah. So, dude, you're a dad. I want to ask you about this.
Okay.
How cool is it being a dad? Because you have Addie, and is she 1 yet? No, we had her first birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's just over 1.
How cool is it? It's pretty cool. It's challenging.
What was the weirdest part about going from, I
don't think there's any weird parts to it. Because you have so much time to prepare for it. Because she's pregnant for 9 months.
Yeah.
So you just
that's true.
It takes so long. It feels like forever. And then taking care of a baby's not that bad. You lose a little sleep. The biggest change I'd say is like your whole day revolves around them. It's like getting a dog, but way worse. As far as being able to go do things, like if you don't have Peeler and Erica, they have babysitters, and like they can go out. I mean, we just don't have someone to come watch the child. And the biggest part of that is Shelby takes care of the child so much that she doesn't want anyone else.
Yeah, yeah.
But she's 1 now, so it's a lot easier.
You can tell that you guys have done a really good job with her, though. Addie is like, she's the best baby.
She looks like a baby doll. She's really cute.
Yeah. I love Addie because she helps me get my fix, my baby fix one. Like,
you can always count on Shelby to post the million gajillion pictures.
Oh, but Addie's great though.
Yeah, I'd say
she gets all.
We're gonna lose phone storage over those pictures. My gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the thousands.
Thousands of baby pictures.
Easily.
Yeah. Well, no, that's cool, man. That's awesome. Miss you here at the apartment, but there's not really that many people that we hang with in the building anymore.
Yeah, Charlie's wifed up now.
Yeah. Charlie. Shout out Charlie and Harley. Those were the other, Charlie at least. He hadn't met Harley yet, but the 3 of us lived in the building. Those were good times.
Oh, yeah. It was good. It was a crazy time, honestly, living downtown. That was like a 5-year span.
Do you miss living downtown?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, now it would be worthless because we have a child. So
yeah,
having a child is just like, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. How many kids do you want to have?
I mean, I'd be good with 1, but
yeah,
it's probably not going to happen.
Probably not going to happen.
No.
Yeah. Oh man, what are you most looking forward to in 2023? We're in the early part of the year.
Hard to say. I really want to make more money. That'd be nice. Got to work harder to do that, though. That's one issue I've been having is I know you've been struggling with this with your job.
Yeah, dude.
How you dealing with that working from home? You finally entered what I've been dealing with since April 2021.
Yeah. Well, you're in sales.
Yeah.
So
it's a form of sales, but it's not as...
You sell people.
It's not as hard of a sales as what you were doing, I feel like.
Yeah, it's different. The thing that that frustrates me now with corporate is
it bug kissing?
Well, not so bad that. It's more you're supporting a bunch of sales reps. I used to be the rep that needed support.
And didn't get it.
Yeah, you know, reps always complain about the support that they get or don't get from the corporate people like marketing or whatever. Or pricing support. That's like my job now. And so now I went from just like needing stuff occasionally to being the guy that like hundreds of reps could be calling for stuff during the day. So the frustrating thing is like before it was sales, you could just take off. You could just, if you were feeling crappy, you just be like, all right, I'm just going to take the afternoon off and nobody would know. With this, you can't take any time off. Your phone will keep ringing and emails will keep coming in.
Do you think they wanted someone that was in sales so they could kind of have like
Yeah, they do. Yeah. They always want somebody with sales experience because then the reps like respect you a little bit more because they're like, oh, he sold before. Like he actually knows what our world is. So it's good, dude. I mean, it's a good fit technically. It's a lot, but you know, never get out of work.
I feel like you chewed your gummy like twice, by the way.
Dude, I chewed it a lot.
We're going to run this taste.
I
back.
waited till you swallowed. I was chewing.
It tastes like we were eating dry leaves.
Yeah.
I still get whips of it in my mouth.
Yeah, I think I feel okay now. But
My stomach's not
as we were
feeling
chewing it, it really felt like we were
was-
just digging. I was digging my own grave like
good.
every
And then
chew.
it really got worse as it went on.
Yeah.
That was intense. I didn't drool or snot as bad as I thought I was. Bill
There-
was like eyes watered immediately.
There was a point after the first few minutes where I thought like
You're not even gonna be able to do podcast.
the nausea. Yeah, I wasn't gonna continue, or I thought I was gonna get nauseous enough to where I'd have to throw up.
There are people that do throw up after eating that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, maybe they're trying to make themselves throw up. It was like
I don't
just a
know. Some
thought.
people just don't really have like a tolerance for this kind of thing. I mean, I think I give people Tabasco sometimes and they freak out.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. So you're looking forward to making more money?
I mean, I'd like to. It means I got to work way harder because commissions are down, percentages are down, and
Mhm.
on top of that, contract grosses are down. So it's kind of like
Yeah.
got to work double the amount to make.
Okay.
Money. I think everyone had their best year last year. I don't think they're going. It's going to be tough for a lot of salespeople in general,
Mhm.
especially if you're in real estate or you know.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be in the next 2 years. You're going to be like, wow, this sucks compared to what it was
If you had $10 million, what would you buy?
right now.
Yeah.
Property.
Property?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Anywhere I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd buy a house in Florida. I'd buy a house on Lake Kiwi.
Okay.
I would actually probably buy a lot and then build a house on Lake Kiwi. I'd buy a house in Florida and near the
On the water?
near the Keys. Yeah.
Near the Keys?
Mhm.
Ah.
And nothing, not like a mansion or anything, just like a nice house.
Yeah.
And then the rest I'd probably invest.
Yeah.
In different portfolio, diversify.
Dude, that would be awesome to have two houses, one on Kiwi and one
and then
in
I
the
would probably
Keys.
sell this one and buy me a nicer one here.
And then would you just you would buy a house in this building? Like one of the
No, I'd just buy a nicer house in Greenville.
Oh, in Greenville.
I'd get rid of that one I have. I don't like it that much.
Yeah. Dude, that would be a great plan. I think I would
3 homes.
like to do something similar. Like
And
get
then-
an apartment, one of the badass ones overlooking downtown, and then you could have a house on
you
Kiwi
could buy
with
one of
the
those.
boat.
Yeah, well, you'd have to have the boat. Yeah.
You have a sweet ass boat, and then you could have a place in the Keys for
And the rest you'd
winter
have
months.
to invest or save because you don't want to
Yeah, you don't run out.
blow
So
all
then-
your money.
right. Oh man.
Because the interest you could make off of that money.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put it in a diversified account, I mean,
Yeah. The only thing different I would add to would be have a place in New York City in Manhattan. So
nah,
you
I don't
could-
care about that.
I
Place.
know. I always want to do
Cool to visit.
try to do
Very awesome place
comedy
to
there.
visit. I feel like if you do stand up, because I mean, Joe Rogan was talking about that. I know I've referenced him probably 2 or 3 times, but
Joe Rogan.
he was talking about that how he loves New York. He just doesn't want to live there.
Yeah.
But he moved out of L.A. because
Do you think Rogan has a place there that he could go to?
I mean, he could.
He probably
he's
does.
really rich.
Yeah. Ooh, 4th and 1 Cowboys.
I would be watching it, but I can't even see.
You can't see the
TV.
light. The light thing is
No, can't believe the Bills lost, man.
first down. I know, dude. Buffalo Bills.
Man, I don't think the Chiefs are going to take it from the Bengals because Patrick Mahomes got hurt.
Yeah.
He could barely play the other night. Did you
Mhm.
watch?
I watched. Did you think the hit on him was dirty?
No.
I do.
Why?
Watch the replay again.
Aaron Rodgers would say no, that was not a dirty play.
I don't know. Maybe give it a second watch and I don't know. But the guy who tackled him, he grabbed him and then like instead of just like going to the ground like normal, he like plopped down as Mahomes' leg was there. It looked like he kind of didn't try to not have his body weight that way. And you can kind of tell, I feel like, when you're
I don't think so. I mean, I think you kind of have to evaluate things. It's a fact. You play.
Yeah.
You don't know when you're just trying to tackle someone. It's a blur.
it kind of is.
It's very
Yeah.
like think back your memories on football like that. It's kind of stop. It's like motion capture almost.
It is very fast.
like
but
you think about it, it's not a fluid memory. It's like pop, 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 pop.
yeah.
Especially
In
when you
fact,
hit people, you don't see. You like don't even see. For a
Yeah.
minute.
In fact, there's a lot of gaps in my memory.
Yeah, during football for sure. It's
Mhm.
too fast. And think about this level.
What position did you play?
I barely played, honestly.
What was the oldest you played football?
No, I played. I practiced with the team a lot. I just didn't get to play much.
Oh, did you play in high school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
no,
What position?
I was not big enough and fast enough. My problem was I was tall and I weighed about 190 pounds, but I was slow.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wasn't big enough to play defensive end, but that was what I was good at, standing
Mhm.
up on the end of the line.
Mhm.
I probably should have played tight end, but we didn't have a tight end. So
So you played defensive end. Okay. Yeah. I distinctly remember when I was Mike linebacker. When the play starts, you're like standing 4 or 5 yards behind the offense and defensive line, and the ball snapped, and you have time to like react. You take 2 steps and then just react to the play. But I remember when they moved me to defensive end, it is so much faster. The first play that I had,
you
with
have
the ball
zero.
snapped,
You have zero time to react.
the play was. I like tried to like go at my guy, the tight end, and he totally beat me across my face. The play was like over. I was like, "What the fuck happened?" I didn't even know what happened. And
One thing
my
I used to
D-line
do
coach
when
was
I
laughing
played
at me. He was like, "All
when I
right."
played outside linebacker, that was the kind of thing. I played outside linebacker before I went to defensive end. I think my time at defensive end, if I hadn't gotten hurt, because I did start getting into the games and I got hurt.
Mhm.
If I would have moved back to outside linebacker, I would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
Because playing on the defensive line, you start to know based off what the tackle and guard is doing, what plays going to happen.
for sure. If they like back up, it's a pass. If they like come out,
I mean,
you
you knew if
fast
you weren't
and
getting
low.
touched off the line of scrimmage, something was wrong.
yeah,
You need to pay attention.
yeah.
Are you ever getting hit in the ear hole by a pulling guard?
I'm sure I have, but our we were pretty dialed in with our coaching to like read the pulling guards, and in high school I probably more likely would have, but in college our vision was trained so good that we'd lick our chops when we saw a pulling guard. If we saw a guard, we were like, poof, like we knew where
Just
it was
follow
going.
it.
Yeah, and the technique was if the guard pulled like out.
Well, usually what I'm talking about is they would be pulling from the other side,
Mhm.
and you wouldn't even see them, and you would go in to make the tackle, and then bam, you get cleared out.
Yeah. So if the guard on your side pulled, you would say pull, 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 and you tell the other guard or the other linebacker to look for it, and then he would go and blow up the pulling guard and
I was talking
spill
more
it
as
out.
an end.
Oh, it's a defensive end.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they can get you. They'll surprise
As an
you.
end, yeah. If you're
not paying
if
attention?
they're pulling, your guy will go down. So you got to like go down.
Oh, you
got
gotta follow
and
him,
then you got to
yeah.
look.
Yeah.
If you don't look,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, I'm talking about like
As a defensive
you
end,
get
yeah,
up and
I
the
gotcha.
pulling guard would hit you, like they coming towards you and you never saw them.
Yeah.
First time I ever, you just don't expect it. First time I saw the play,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a trap, is what it is.
A trap.
Yeah, first time you see the play, you don't know.
Those
Yeah.
In
Like,
high school, those always work because
Yeah.
they're usually the D lineman
Well, they sucker you
isn't
in.
as disciplined.
They sucker you in. Yeah,
So they'll run right up the field and just get wrecked and then run right behind.
that's what happened to me the first time.
Yeah. Football.
Yeah.
Talking football.
Fun stuff. I'm not as in it. Like, dude, the NFL game is insane. I'm like, so I don't understand how someone thinks college is better.
I know, dude. I love that you like the NFL better because I totally agree. The NFL is so much better.
College football is only good like a couple games a year.
Mhm.
Like, and that's maybe like you watch the national championship. That was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
No.
No, it's
We had our
terrible.
sales meeting during it, so.
I didn't
Oh, they
even
blocked the
care.
extra point? Oh, shit.
I honestly didn't even care that the game was on. I knew it was going to be bad.
Oh, this is the kicker
That missed
that had
four.
missed
He missed four.
5 of his extra 4 of extra points.
Four in the other game. The other.
And he just missed a 5th one. Oh, this guy.
Crazy
Oh,
man. Crazy.
Could cost them. I hope he's probably like hoping they lose so he doesn't have to have more
I'm
pressure
having
on
a
him.
feeling I've had a feeling they're going to win.
Dallas?
Yeah.
What do you
There's
attribute
got to
that
be
Just
one
a gut-
upset.
Yeah.
There always is. There's always one team that shouldn't win that wins.
Well, I feel like Dallas is the better team.
I don't know about that. I think I do. I would say this: if you go back and you look at San Fran's wins, they're not that impressive against the teams they did beat.
Yeah.
I mean, beat teams like the Panthers, Arizona, Seahawks. I mean, they're nobody that good.
Mm-hmm. Plus they got Brock Purdy in there. Is that his name?
Yeah, he's good.
Brock Purdy? Yeah. Oh man.
How long do these things usually go?
Well, I have to go in like 10 minutes anyway.
I have to leave too.
I have a date, so I'm glad.
That's all, folks.
No, yeah. But I'm glad the gummy didn't ruin it for.
Yeah, Bill was
Bill's
like all gung ho
competition
about
there.
taking. I was like, Bill, and he didn't even eat it. Bill, when you watch this, I hope you know. I already didn't have respect for you, so this changes nothing.
This changes nothing.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
gain nothing. You're still a dirtbag.
Yeah. What else do we want to talk about, though? I feel like
I'm pretty sure that's everything.
talked about you being a dad. Talked about you and Shelby. What is the key to your and Shelby's relationship working?
Constantly working on it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You ever see? You don't know because you don't live with someone. So I've lived
Yeah.
with her for a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
And when I watch these comedians talk about what their wives say, it's probably one of the most truest things you'll ever.
Like what kind of things that their wives say?
Like I watched a comedian the other day. He's talking about. He's like, he's like, I'll be going to park the car, and she'll be like, why did you park there? And he's like, I don't know. I was like, why don't you tell me where to park, boss? And she's like, geez, you're getting mad. You have an anger issue. He goes, no, you're the problem. He goes, I never have trouble parking the car until you get in the car with me.
So little things.
Yeah,
It's like the nothing fight. Dane Cook talked about that. You're just fighting.
It is.
over-
It's true. It's so true. Like they always want to tell you what you're doing is not the correct way to do it.
Yeah.
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 Didn't know I couldn't park here.
And
What's wrong with parking here? I never park here and think, why did I
Yeah.
park here?
Yeah.
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 Well, there's all the other spots that are closer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in my mind, driving around trying to find a parking spot. We could have been in the grocery store already.
Yeah.
Or wherever we're going.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of little things I find hilarious. Or the facts, the gasping. I see people on TikTok making those.
Gasping videos?
They're just random. Girls do this.
They'll gasp.
Like sheer panic moments for us where we'd be like, like that'll happen. And you're like in the car driving and you're like, what? And then they're just like, I can't believe Susie is doing this. Da, da, da. And you're just like, holy shit. Like you could have killed us. Like that, it's nothing,
Yeah.
They do that a lot.
Okay.
Maybe not every girl, but a lot of girls do that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
So you just got to be the rock. You're just the even keel that keeps things.
I guess.
Although you
yeah.
you fly off the handle sometimes.
Yeah. I get angry sometimes, yeah.
Like we tried to go to Yeehaw yesterday.
I wasn't even mad. I was just like, I'm not going in there. It's too crowded.
Yeah.
I have a child that's supposed. It was nap time too. So.
Yeah, we were trying to watch football at Yeehaw yesterday, and it was packed for the Jags game.
Honestly, when it's that crowded, it's not a fun place to be.
No.
But when it's Sundays are really good there because you got a nice place to sit. There's not overly crowded. I think it was just because the playoffs, and it was Saturday.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, dude, thanks for coming on, man. I think you have to try stand up.
I don't know if I will, but I'll take your word for it.
You should. You should, because
I don't want to be like some of the people that get up there and think they're funny and they do it over and over and over again and they're not funny.
well,
Maybe it's just therapy.
it is therapy, and hopefully, if you're in tune with reality, you can like go off of the laughter you're getting or not getting, and able to hear it accurately. Because it's hard. I think sometimes you have delusions early on. Well, dude, the other hard thing about stand-up that I saw a Jerry Seinfeld interview recently, and he made a point that like, what's hard is you think of your jokes. And like, let's say you're in a comedy club, and the audience is in a good mood, and everybody's kind of doing well, and you have your jokes well structured, and you're smiling, and you say them, and you get laughs. Let's laugh. You go back the next night, everything is different. There's half full room. Audience is in not a great mood. The energy's different. You go up and say the exact same thing.
Right, bombs.
So the part about stand up is not so much like writing jokes or just being funny or not being funny. It's doing every type of situation so many times that instinctively, like, okay, I've seen this before, so like I'll have to say something different, or I'll have to say it differently, or I'll have to do more crowd work to get them to like be in a mood to laugh. It's like it's like the situational more so than just being funny, not being funny. And some people have a great knack for just like how to be, Some people just know how to
room.
Yeah, they know how to make two drunks at a bar laugh at 2 a.m. just like they know how to make a room full of people And
Two different, very different situations.
yeah, so the situations are different, and that's why that's a really hard thing to.
See, it's so funny to me because there are so many comedians nowadays that I do watch that I just do not find that funny.
Mm-hmm. But do you hear people in the room laughing too? And
Yeah,
doesn't it
it's
seem weird?
shocking, yeah,
Isn't it
it's-
weird? Like,
it's-
why
yeah.
are those idiots in that room laughing?
Yeah. Especially a lot of the sex stuff now. I don't
Sex
know.
stuff.
Yeah.
You don't
especially-
like sex material?
I do to a certain extent, but it's like I don't know if this is like all women comedians do a lot of the sex. Maybe it was just Amy Schumer stuff. It's like the Amy Schumer
Schumer
style.
talks about her vagina a lot.
It's just too much. It's like
Yeah.
okay, enough is enough.
Mhm.
You know.
For sure.
There is a couple of female comedians I've seen on TikTok that I think are pretty funny.
Yeah.
There's a blonde girl that I see her a lot of her clips. She's in like a blue like suit coat.
Okay.
I can't ever remember anyone's name.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're funny. There's a couple girls that are real funny. They do crowd work really well. It's
Mhm.
hilarious. I like crowd work. I think it's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause
Because
it's all
it's like it's
improvised.
organic
Yeah.
and it's kind of like in the moment. Yeah.
and
for
that's
sure.
easier to do, honestly.
Yeah. The thing about comics I was realizing lately too is because like there's some that I don't like. I don't know. It's just like life. There's people you like and there's people you don't like. And maybe like the people like they have fans because the fans found them, you know, and
What-
like followed them for a long time. So they'll like their shit. They'll like them.
Well, it's even like Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, I hate Bert Kreischer.
I think his one stand up was funny, but it's like after you hear it once, like I'm not listening to that again. Like, and if I go to a show, it's gonna be The Machine,
The Machine.
you know. And it's like after a while, it's like that's funny, but it's like
Yeah.
I don't think Theo Von's funny. Really,
You don't?
Not that much.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I saw his latest special in Nashville and I didn't love it,
Yeah.
but I do kind of like him as a guy, you know. I think he's really weird and really goofy.
Yeah.
And actually like humble and stuff. And
Yeah, no, I mean he's just it's weird. Do you think Tom Segura's funny? I've never
Segura?
seen his stand up.
I'm trying to get into him.
I've never watched it. So, it's got to be good. He makes a lot of money.
Yeah,
He's more famous than Bert.
I've seen some of. Yeah, I think he's funnier than Bert for sure.
Well,
to me,
he's more famous in general.
yeah. I saw a documentary with Tom Segura where he was just one of the comics in it. They went to China to do stand up.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, well, the Chinese love stand up because it's like
They can't.
freedom of speech kind of stuff.
don't
They're like,
have-
oh, we're being, you know,
They don't have that there.
and
They probably have rules they have to follow.
well, yeah, I think they get audited by the CCP sometimes. But,
Well, you know, the citizens of China aren't allowed Facebook and stuff.
yeah,
You did
yeah.
you did know that, right? They don't have access to the real internet.
Right, I know they. Yeah,
all
they
their
have
all their stuff's
censorship.
heavily restricted.
Mhm.
History,
But-
things like that.
But the documentary showed like these American comedians going in there. They're like, dude, we're kind of nervous. They were American
Well, it's not like going
English
into
comedy clubs.
It's not like going into North Korea or something. But
Right, but well, they weren't nervous about that. They were nervous about their material not relating. They were nervous, like, are they gonna laugh here? Like, are they gonna understand? And they had a great
translator or
experience.
something.
No, there's enough.
I guess everybody speaks English.
They're advertised as like English comedy clubs, so I think there's enough
I
people.
think a majority of people that are educated in China, they all learn English.
Yeah,
It's like
they grind.
most places do that.
Mm-hmm. For
Just
sure.
because it's so valuable, I guess.
Yeah, but when I watched Tom stand up on that, I was like, yeah, dude, this is funny. And he was young. This was an old documentary, so he was like in the earlier part of his career.
I like Norm Macdonald, of course.
Yeah, dude.
The late
Man,
Norm. I know, man. I love that you got that frame.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was a gift actually, but I would have done it too.
I mean, it's a great gift. Who got you that?
A friend.
Don't know him.
It was a girl. I'm not gonna say.
Was it? I don't remember. I don't remember nobody's
It's
name.
a very sweet gift. Yeah,
Is that who you went to Europe?
maybe.
That is who it got. Okay. She's a good one, man.
No.
Good friend.
Yeah. Very good friend. Norm Macdonald. Frame tweet. Yeah.
Sorry if got a little awkward there for you, David.
It actually wasn't her. It was somebody else.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. It was Christina.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, good. That's fine.
Comic, I'm sure.
No, not a comic. But no, very sweet gift. But yeah,
Christina, you're an angel for doing that for him.
Yeah, she is.
He has a love affair with Norm.
Yeah,
I think we all
absolutely.
do.
Yeah, Norm reminds me of my grandfather. It's just
Is your grandfather
wise.
Canadian?
No,
Okay.
no, no. But
Yeah.
Just says crazy stories.
Yeah, well, not even crazy.
The best thing for me, but when Norm always talks about sucking, he's like always talking about sucking cock.
Yeah. Yeah, Norm's filthy and also just weird and but I feel like he's just like a good person.
Oh, he's funny. Yeah, you got to admit. I mean, him. Even Adam Sandler had good stand up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Adam Sandler, David Spade, they were all good stand up.
Yeah, we watched that the other night. We watched Norm Macdonald has a show on Netflix, and it was the David Spade interview. I've watched that with you before.
Yeah, it's a great interview.
We pulled that up like after
it's a great
going out
interview, yeah.
downtown. So, yeah, man. I might have to go.
I got to go too.
You
I've
gotta
got to
go.
go to number 2 after that gummy bear ran through me.
Well, dude, it was awesome having you, man.
Yeah, it was great being here. Hopefully
Matt, you're
it was
one
a
of
good episode.
you're one of my best friends in Greenville, probably period too. Actually,
Yeah, hopefully
you're one of the
here
meanest
again.
friends I've ever.
Meanest? Oh yeah, dude, I was the one. I
Yeah.
did say I probably said the meanest thing to you that anyone ever has.
Yeah, you should on me.
I wonder if does Bill know about that?
I think so. Maybe
Did you tell him like the full like story, like how it was like insane and I was like yelling and
we can go tell that story real quick.
well, I mean, I don't
I
want to go
ca-
into full context.
No, not full context.
Yeah, but-
you wanted to borrow something, and I called you.
I didn't want to borrow it. I mean, it was like I had given you plenty of things.
Yeah.
Food, the amount of food you've eaten of ours that
Right.
I never mentioned. Money.
And I called you a mooch, and that got you really
and
mad.
honestly, the
And-
only reason that made me so angry is because he called me a mooch, and it was like out of nowhere, and I was just kind of like, but you misread the situation. You thought we were just trying to grab something from you and just use you for that and leave,
Yeah.
which we weren't. And the mooch thing hits home hard with me because I used to be very, I didn't have a lot of money, and I'd hang out with this one friend of friends that was really rich, and he picked on me for some reason. I don't know. Called me a mooch all the time.
Yeah.
And he was a rich asshole.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're talking about millionaire at 21. He was an asshole.
Yeah.
It was all daddy's money, but
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, basically he always called me. So it really resonated with me. And when he called me that, I just basically just like launched this tirade on you, and I was like, you're not even funny, your jokes suck. And I was like, you were like, are you talking about the jokes on the roof that we did, because that material was just like experimental? And I was like, I like cut you off. I was like, no, all of it. Your jokes are terrible. No one laughs at you. Everyone talks about how bad you are. I was making half of it up just to I knew what would hurt your feelings, so I was just like,
Yeah, these are all my deepest
insecurities,
and fears
yeah.
brought to light, and I was like,
you didn't say a word. You just got
no,
sat there.
I just died inside. It was just like, all right, are you done?
Funny thing was, Garrett was like, don't throw me into this, man, because I said everyone talks about how bad you're
yeah, Garrett's like, I humor you. I think it's okay. Oh, fuck.
Garrett's like, yo, man, don't include me in this. He's like, you kind of were a little. He made me apologize. He's like, you were a little too rough.
We dug deep, and basically,
I'm one of those people.
That's like the worst thing you could hear if you're trying to do comedy. It's like,
It was
you
very early,
suck.
too.
This is embarrassing. This is
funny. The bad part is that you had at the time you did have some good material still, so it didn't matter. In all fairness, since I saw you last time, you've definitely gotten better.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
If you don't get better by doing it as much as we do, it's really sad. But yeah, it's stand up, just a mind fuck. So that was a big fight. But
Yeah.
I appreciate friends like you because you're
I stay.
you know where you stand with people. You're not fake at all.
Well, I stay
So-
heated, and I see red, and I get mad in the moment, but I'm quick to be like, I am sorry.
Well, yeah, for sure.
And that's
And-
I tell you
and
what,
you-
if
you
you talk
don't-
about relationships working, that's one reason. One of the only reasons, because Shelby is one person that will never say sorry. It's so hard to get her to say sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Honesty. No, I think brutal honesty is actually great for a relationship to an extent because
Yeah, I was about to say you can't.
yeah, I mean you can't all the time, but like if you have a fight, you're going to get to the bottom of it way quicker because you'll be like, dude, this is exactly why I'm mad. You won't be like, oh, okay, you want to ignore stuff for 6 months and then have it build into something. So I appreciate you, man.
Very welcome.
I remember the first year, like I tried to like talk about this on stage, was like that, you're an asshole, but like you're a good asshole because you know.
I tell you when you got something in your teeth.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
Like, hey, you did that joke and it's terrible.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
right.
and I'm not going to be like, yeah, it was so good.
Right.
Yeah, because those people are the worst.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
people that laugh at
Just
jokes
smile
that are
at your
funny.
face and then
I
talk
do
shit
that.
about you behind your back. Yeah.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
lot of people in the South do that, honestly.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's very
That's a
Southern-
Southern thing
very
to
Southern
be
thing.
very polite to your face and then talk
Yeah.
shit right away
It's
after.
called manners, right? Be a shitty person.
Yeah, it's called being shitty.
Why don't you just be a shitty person? Really be a shitty person.
Yeah,
No need for the politeness.
for sure. For sure. Well, I know you're not a comic yet, but is there anything you want to shout out or, we'll use this to help get followers?
Me? Do I want to? I have
Or
nothing to shout out. Yeah.
Yeah, you have nothing. Like, I was going to say maybe your Pokemon stuff or collectible
I don't have
stuff.
a channel going yet. I was thinking about
Okay.
doing it, but I don't know if it really make. This is the only thing. I don't know if that would make. I'd be happy doing that, even if I could make enough to do a full time job. It would just get boring to me, honestly. I don't know how people sit there and play video games every day and stream.
Yeah.
That would be tough. Talk about burnout.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I get bored playing the same video game for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you ever think about trying comedy, to me, it's like not, you don't end up burning out because like there's always new stuff.
Oh, you're always nervous as hell.
There's always new-
You got to be.
you always
I would
get
be
nervous.
nervous every time.
So you always get that adrenaline, and
Yeah.
then you're always meeting new people. So like that's why podcasts.
I
It hasn't burned
I feel
me
like
out
if I
with
just
this.
did it on Thursdays or whatever, it'd be like just comedians watching anyways. So. Do they still do it at that radio room?
Radio Room's coming back on Wednesdays. And,
Remember, you had to be careful with the jokes you said there, though.
Yeah,
Didn't Kelby get booed off stage?
Kelby did it. There was one guy who did a transgender bathroom joke, and he got booted off stage.
I don't. That's kind of funny, though. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. The cat litter thing, that'd be a funny joke.
Yeah, well, they're if it's a woke kind of, every room you got to be respectful of whatever their rules are. But
Respect. This is it's
Now we're getting
disrespectful
bad
to
opinions
boo
out.
someone off stage
Yeah,
for a joke.
yeah, for sure. But
There's
yeah, so
nothing. That's exactly. You ever heard Tosh Point that if his stand up where he's like, if you ever say the words, "There's nothing funny about blank," I can't be friends with you because there's something funny about it. He had a woman stand up during a stand up set one time, and she screamed, because he was doing a joke about rape, and she goes, "There's nothing funny about raped." And he goes, "Wouldn't it be funny if 5 guys raped her right now?" I was
God,
like,
oh my God,
he said it to the room, dude. It was savage.
well,
But it was hilarious.
yeah.
And, people pay money. They don't want to hear this woman talk. They came to hear Tosh Point talk.
And if you go to Tosh, you kind of know that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get shit like that.
It doesn't matter. If you're at Radio Room, it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's not a safe space. Like, it's a
Yeah.
joke. It's a joke. It's just a joke. Relax. It's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, who's your favorite comedian right now?
Well, right now, Sam Morril might be. Dave Landau. That's a good rec that I haven't said on here before. Dave Landau. He's from Michigan originally. He's recovering alcoholic, but you would love Dave Landau. Oh my gosh. He's a very nice guy, but his stuff is very savage.
You guys are
In the vein of-
kindled spirits.
Yeah.
Both recovering alcoholics.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro.
I'm messing.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, Dave Landau, he's phenomenal. He used to be on Opie and Anthony. You remember the comedy morning show on satellite radio?
Does
New York guy.
Does the guy that what's the black guy that used to be on Adult Swim that's crazy? What's his name? Rod, maybe? I can't remember his name.
I don't know.
He used to do the Andre show.
Oh yeah. But not the main guy.
No, the black guy, yeah.
But there's two guys. There's two black guys. The co-host you're talking about.
I'm talking about the guy that was insane. He'd like bring people onto his talk show, and it was literally like crazy.
Eric and Andre.
Eric and Andre.
Eric. Yeah.
Yeah. The black guy from that.
Okay.
He's freaking insane, dude. He's an insane person.
Yeah. Very funny.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's like, dude, the people that go on the show, like, they don't even know.
Right.
Like, especially the first people that went on the show.
Yeah, it's like Between Two Ferns, except
Between Two
way
Ferns
more
is
extreme.
staged, though.
Yeah, I know. It's way better than
The
Between Two
people that
Ferns.
come on that would go on the Eric and Andre, they had no idea.
Yeah.
They thought it was like a normal show, and then he'd like do
Just
some
bust through the
yeah, like insane stuff.
I know. It was great. Oh man.
Is his stand-up funny?
Oh shit, I gotta go. It's 10 to 8.
You're good, man. We
I
gotta go.
His
It was
stand-up, I
nice
think,
chatting
is-
with you guys.
Yeah. Follow Matt on Facebook. Just
Yeah.
blow up
You don't
his-
have to
blow
follow
up
me
his
on
Facebook.
anything,
He's gonna be a stand-up soon. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Thank you.
All right. See you next time, guys.